Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're checking out what if the Western Sahara formed an empire. Now, I actually fixed this, so now it kind of looks like the territory on the world map. Now it looks like how they are in real life, which barely exist. Like, barely. Just barely. So I'm pretty sure they would probably might go after Morocco since they're kind of in a war, but not really. But first nation they might attack is Mauritania. Just because their border is very small, they barely even exist and they could use a lot more territory. So they're actually going to be attacking Mauritania. So they send some troops, what they would have, which the little amount of troops they do have will give them that. Will help them invade. Probably getting support from someone, and they will be able to capitulate the Mauritanians quickly. Out. But this is only just the beginning of their empire, because this peace treaty is just going to be very simple. It's going to be full annexation, of course. Why wouldn't it be full annexation? So now they actually have a fighting chance against Morocco. Just keep in mind this is the Western Sahara, not Mauritania. Because this is their empire, not Mauritania's. We're not there yet. We're gonna be there in the next video, probably. Because we actually done all of this area. Now we just need to move down this area here. Yeah. We can just find Mauritania's borders here by looking at the naming. I don't know why there was a thick line there for a second here. Sometimes there could be thick outlines. So we pretty much got a good, they have a good chunk of land here. So I'm pretty sure they would not go after Morocco just yet. That's probably their main enemy. So they would probably go after some nations that they now border. Not Algeria just yet. Because they barely bordered them in real life. It's by like a small bit. They're going to focus more in the part of West Africa here. Specifically over here in Senegal and the Gambia, which they have very easily captured both of the countries. They will quickly enter into Guinea-Bissau. Right? Was that Guinea-Bissau? Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to check something. Guinea. Or was that just Guinea? That's GW. Yep, that was Guinea-Bissau. Oh, thank God. Okay, so they have a lot of land now. But they would probably attack Mali next, which, with the troops over here, they would begin to rapidly advance into the nation. They actually will manage to capture all of Mali. And with that, we can go ahead and look at the peace treaty, in which we see full annexation of all the countries they, invaded. So, they are technically really big. Pretty sure they might be almost as big as Algeria now, but not quite. So you can see the little, like, borders here. Like, it's very hard to tell where the Gambia begins. But they are just a river country here, so it's pretty easy to see. Senegal kind of has a nose for some reason. That sounds weird. So we got... No, that's not Guinea-Bissau. G... W... Here we go. So, the reason why they're called Guinea-Bissau is because they were going to be Guinea, but that name was already taken, so they actually added Bissau. I think that's their capital, right? Guinea... Bissau. Let's see. See, what is their capital? Bissau. Yep, it is the capital. Bissau is indeed the capital of Guinea-Bissau. Just gotta really just look at the border here. It's hard to see. It's very hard to see the entire border of this nation. Like, it's very difficult for some reason. But some country provinces are very easy to see. So, now they have some land now that they can actually fight Morocco with. But before that, I think they want to beef up their border, their country a bit. So they will be invading Guinea first. And then they immediately go after Sierra Leone. And then they go after Cape Verde, which they take them. So I'm just going to do that because I can't show the actual country being invaded because there's a bunch of islands. They also will take Liberia. They'll begin to invade Cote d'Ivoire, which is French for Ivory Coast. And they will begin to win. And they take all of the Ivory Coast. And then they get a massive invasion into Burkina Faso, in which they capitulate them. They enter into, I think this is Ghana. Yeah, they capitulate them. They go into Togo, and Togo has Togo. Okay, that was not funny. And then they will begin to invade Benin, which they capitulate them. And, well, we can now look at a peace treaty. In which we see full annexation of all the countries they invaded, including Cape Verde. Which we're just going to get rid of these borders for the bordering country nations here. Borders of the countries that they annexed, so that way we don't have to deal with one by one. Then we can just get rid of the border way quicker. But they're not done yet. They might try and go overseas now. Which, considering their massive country now, that sounds weird. Flying. Alright, so give them all of Cape Verde. It's going to zoom in very quickly here, so we can actually see them. I don't know why they have so many islands on here. But, there we go. Now, Guinea, I'm just gonna, like, look at the abbreviations here so I can actually see it. Yeah, yes, here, okay, right here, boom, boom, there we go, Guinea here. Sierra Leone is just like almost a perfect circle of a nation. Then Liberia, I can see their border very clearly. Then the Ivory Coast here. Which is just CI. Then Ghana here. Oh, we forgot a part of the Ivory Coast. My bad. Upper West and Upper East. That actually makes sense. Northeast. I guess that's just Upper East, but not Savannah. Northern. I guess. Western North. Western. Central. That's more southern. Alright, Togo here. Maritime. Quitux. Centre. Kara. The Savannas. And Atakora. I'm not gonna pronounce all this. No. Pretty sure they might go after Nigeria next. I don't know why I was stuttering there. Because they kind of want more land. Well, they do want more land. Imagine if this province, like, of Zimur was not, it has a triangle. Like, kind of like, like that. But imagine if, like, the triangle was its own province. A triangle province. Yep, that makes sense. But yeah, we're on with this. Let's get on with the video. Not about provinces. Actually, why am I using spinny arrow here? Makes no sense. But I think they're gonna invade the two countries that have similar names. One was colonized by France, and the other the UK, which for some reason have very similar names, almost like the French and the British, like copied each other somewhere. Yeah. Well, let's get to the invasion. So, the Western Sahara easily will get all of this land over here from Nigeria. I'm pretty sure there's another island nation over here. Yeah, Sao Tome and Principe, which they could easily invade, which they actually do. And they will actually capitulate all of Nigeria. Stop stuttering, Jackson. And they will invade into Niger, which with relative ease for some reason. They actually will manage to capitulate them. They'll also invade into Cameroon and also this part of Equatorial Guinea, which is not even equatorial. And they will get all of Cameroon here. You might as well go after another nation. I guess they'll go after the Central African Republic next. And they will just go after these guys over here for some reason. And also this part of Angola here. And then they'll go after Chad for some weird reason. Don't know why you're going after Chad, but okay. We could go ahead and look at a peace treaty, which, oh boy, this is about to be insane. In which we see full annexation, except for Angola, because they just wanted this peaceful land. Yeah, this is a weird video. Stupid fly. Jesus. Alright, just get rid of this border here. Alright. So I'm pretty sure they actually just wanted to get all the way over here for some reason before they invaded Morocco. Alright, let's just get this over with. What is this? G and Q. What? The fly was in my face. Oh, that's Equatorial Guinea. Okay. So they have an island right here. And an island over here. And then Sao Tome and Principe is just completely surrounded by in the north and south. What? What is wrong with you? Well, I guess that was the Portuguese. Alright, Nigeria, here we go. Cameroon, literal. And literal Benin. Seems like they were given the same name. I don't know. What am I talking about? Ah, yes, Cross River, Nigeria. Nice going, British. Basically just, like, hating on the British now for no reason. All of Chad, here we go. Oh wait, that was Sudan, not Chad. Gotta remember my borders. What am I singing? So any of you who think Chad and Romania's flag look exactly the same, they're not. It's not the same. I'll show you something here in a second. But first, before the video ends, before I end the video, I'm gonna actually show you what I mean. There we go. Right, before I give you this, I'm actually gonna do something here. So, if we go over to Romania, Romanian flag, we look at their flag. Let's get a good thing of this, and then go over to another country that has a very similar flag. Here, we also get the French flag over here. We go. Here we go. So, actually, I'll show you once I'm done here with the borders. But I guess it's time to invade their long rival, Morocco. With the help of Algeria, of course. And also Spain for some reason, who also has some territory in there. So, the Western Sahara begins their invasion of Morocco. With the help of Spain, of course, and Algeria. Spain will make a landing over here in the northeast, and Algeria will begin to, yeah, okay, let's just get this over with. So we actually see Morocco being partitioned between their neighbors. So, stupid fly, I'm trying to record a video. Actually, they're not going to be done with Morocco. What am I talking about? Oh. So, all of this land that originally was owned by Morocco now goes back to the Western Sahara, including the one that doesn't belong to them. Spain also gives the Canary Islands to the Western Sahara as a gift. Then we need to get a different color here. We'll get this color for Algeria. Which for some reason is not even, their acronym is DZ. For whatever reason. They'll be getting the central area. While Spain will be getting well, oh wait, I'll just give this, just let me get that back, okay, and they'll just be getting the northern areas here. Ooh. And yeah. But their expansion is not done yet. Oh wait, I gotta give them their borders here. We go. Okay, new border and border, boom. And now you actually have an alliance forming between Algeria, Spain, and the Western Sahara. Well, funny enough, now Algeria has an Atlantic coastline, which kind of looks weird, but fair enough. And Spain will be getting this, of course. Time for expansion. Oh wait, did I forget a part of Algeria? No. Well, I guess they're gonna stay in Africa for a bit. Because they declare war on Libya. For whatever reason. So they begin to invade Libya and here from Chad. Well, also, Tunisia is getting invaded by Algeria, of course. And also Italy, for some reason, who got part of the northern areas. And now Italy is helping out Algeria for whatever reason, and also the Western Sahara. And Libya will eventually just capitulate to the invaders because Tripoli was captured. And Egypt will also begin to invade them. Which, oh god, this is gonna look weird. Time for a peace treaty. Okay. So, most of this will be going, a bit of this will be going over to the Western Sahara. Let's get into the Algerians, who will be getting, like, just a bit of this land over here. Getting a majority, like, that, and then we can get Egypt over here, who I need to give a new color to. Perfect. Orange will suit them good. Right, color them in. They'll be getting, like, an eastern portion. And then Italy, we'll give them, like, a green color. And, well, Italy, well, also they invaded Malta, which I didn't show for some reason. I don't know why. Italy will be getting the northern part of Tunisia, which is where Carthage was, of course. We're also getting a lot of Libya, too. So they actually had a bit of Libya here, too. This looks weird. Yeah, this makes sense. So we're actually gonna do the Algerians first. So right there. Now Algeria's looking kind of good now. And Egypt, well, of course, will be getting a big area over here. Oh, that's almost as good. Very good. And then we can just... we go. Now, I won't give them the alliance code yet. But I will be getting rid of the borders. But I will do that after. Right, Egypt, here's your, more straight borders. Oh, God. Sometimes straight lines look very good for borders. Sometimes they don't. And Italy. I see you're doing more expansion stuff. Okay. Let's get back to, the, Western Saharans, shall we? So, you do see that they are fairly big. Now, there's also Brazil here in the Americas, which they kind of can go after them considering, well, their massive size. Which, that's exactly what they'll be doing. They might call on some other nations here, such as the French, maybe? And also all the neighbors around them, around Brazil. So, the Western Sahara makes a naval landing inside of Brazil here. Immediately, France will begin to invade Brazil as well. Oh boy, here come the Americans. Of course. Of course the Americans are now on in Brazil too. Of course. Why wouldn't they? Oh, now the French are invading these guys. And also the Americans just invaded Venezuela for some reason. And also Guyana. Argentina has just invaded these guys. Paraguay also invaded... Argentina also invaded Paraguay. Argentina and Chile begin to invade into Bolivia. I don't know what they are doing there. And yeah, Bolivia capitulates. We see the Americans just getting over here in Venezuela. And also the Colombians are invading into Brazil and also Venezuela. And taking all of this land here. This is beginning to get weirder and weirder. Oh, the US just invaded Cuba. That makes sense. And also Jamaica. And now they're invading Mexico for no reason. Probably just trying to get some land here. Probably just to get some land in Baja California. Which they will actually get. So we'll just invade the rest. And they will just settle for peace with Mexico. But not before they get the Yucatan and also, Yep, the U.S. just took back the Panama Canal, and also Panama is split between them and the U.S., and now the U.S. is just rowing through Central America. This is weird. Now Ecuador is being invaded. Oh, God. By the Colombians, who also invade Peru, with Chile and Argentina will invade Peru. Chile is more focused on the coast. As well, it's Chile. Chile. They love the coast. They just like the coast. They steal everyone's coasts. Just look at Bolivia. They used to have a coastline, but now they don't because of Chile. Now Argentina is invading into Brazil, of course. And yeah, this is not going too well for Brazil, who is just getting steamrolled at this point. And yeah, it's not looking too good for Brazil now, because they're literally just getting surrounded here. They're literally almost at the point of capitulation. Yeah, yeah, they capitulated. Boy, can't wait for this peace treaty. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Oh boy. Alright, Western Sahara. You can take all of this area of Brazil, of course. Why wouldn't you? And then we need France, which I'll give this nice blue to. I can just find this. Also, I need to get French Guiana here. They also will take a good area here. Wait, no, that's supposed to be part of the US here. France will get all of Suriname. And also we'll give the US a nice little dark blue. So now we need to give them their, their overseas territories too, because why not? Well, obviously. Oh wait, I forgot to include the Netherlands. Yeah, they also joined the war. Because, well, Aruba, Curaçao, and Bonaire, which are all part of the Netherlands, but Aruba and Curaçao are autonomous regions inside of the Netherlands, so that's why. Right, let's just get... Hold on, let me just, find all of their overseas territories here. Which I just gotta find all of this. Just gotta find them. Oh yeah, Guam. Gotta get them in here. Did they grab Haiti and the Dominican Republic? Hold on, let me just check. Nope, they didn't. I just had to check. They did grab Jamaica, though. Oh, I forgot to kill her in Cuba. Hold on. Don't worry, Cuba, you're still here. Just under, American rule. Oh, wait, hold on here. Well, I'm pretty sure this is a part of France. This northern one is a part of France. There we go. Got it. Interesting alliance you have there. Let's see here. Pretty sure we're in the J area. I don't think they have any territories that start with a J. Boo, boo, boo. Oh yeah, the Northern Mariana Islands. Can't forget about them. Oh wait, New Caledonia. Let me just, do that. Can't forget about that. Oh, French Polynesia. We gotta get them that. The French color. Can't forget about all the island nations that are under the Allies' control. Of the Alliance's control. Oh, you can't forget about St. Pierre and Miquelon. I don't. Okay, Puerto Rico under the U.S. I don't think the Pitcairn Islands are a part of France. I'm pretty sure they're a part of, like, the UK? Yeah, they're a part of the UK. Saint Helena. Saint Helena. Is that a... Okay, that's a British territory. Good to know. Oh, French Southern Territories. Don't want to forget about that. I'm pretty sure that's in Antarctica. I can't forget about other territory names. I gotta remember. Alright, the United States minor outlying islands. So let's just color that in. Wait, the Virgin Islands. Oh, gotta color in the overseas territories first of other countries. Pretty sure Wallis and Futuna is a part of France, so let's color that in. And yeah, that's everything. Let's color in the United States. Wow. Very interesting, guys. Hold on, I'll color this in first. Alright, the US over here in modern day Brazil with a very weird border. Also, with all the rest of Guyana and their oil reserves. And a bit more Brazil here. Bit of Venezuela here. A bit of Mexico. Actually, a lot of Mexico. A good portion of it. Or just all of Mexico. Which, yeah, I'm sure they're fine. Belize. Guatemala here. El Salvador. Honduras. Nicaragua. This is a very long video. Sorry, everyone. All of Costa Rica. Panama, a bit of Panama here. Sadly, not the Panama Canal. But yeah, there we go. We'll give the Dutch a nice little bit of orange here. Make sure we get all of their area here. With, Saint Martin. Um, Curacao. Uh-huh. What? Aruba. Where's Bonnier? Shouldn't Bonnier be here? Is Bonnier even here? Oh, I forgot. They're a part of the Netherlands, so I kind of forget things. Alright, just a bit of Venezuela. We'll be going over to the Portuguesa. Portuguesa. It sounds so familiar, but I just can't put my finger on it. Columbia, I'll give you a yellow. Just make sure we get the color. Make sure we select the right color. Also, I forgot to mention, US took control of the Galapagos. Uh, uh. All of Ecuador is under Colombian control, of course. They used to own all of Ecuador. The rest of Venezuela, a good portion of Brazil, and also the rest of Panama. And also, for some reason, they have control of San Andres and Providencia. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but yeah, that's what they get. Then we need Chile, of course. Gonna forget. Let's give them this nice red. They're like, oh yeah. Take me. Let's look on that. Bolivia, they're like. And they'll just snake up the coast of Peru here. Actually taking their capital. And well, yeah, they're even longer. Yep, that makes total sense. Argentina will be this nice cyan color. Sadly, the Brits don't get anything out of this. Sorry. Ah yes, Florida, US, and Florida, Uruguay. Pretty sure the Spanish just did both of those. So I'm pretty sure the Spanish got named Florida. This map is beginning to be colorful. Huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Sadly, enough here. Alright, I just gotta give Chile a bit of land here. Oh wait, I forgot. Korea is very big here. Kind of mimic it perfectly. Here. So it kind of is here. So you guys get Colombia looking nice. Obviously, the U.S. gets a lot of this. Gotta give all of this over to the Western Sahara. Obviously, the U.S. gets a bit of land here. I'm trying to get it as perfect as possible, but it won't be that perfect. And obviously the French do too, so they get all of this. And then the rest of this is Argentinian. For once, South America has been divided among other nations. Also, the U.S. is just very big. First, let's do Colombia here. We'll first get them. And then we'll get other nations here. There we go. Colombia looks weird. So does the U.S. for some reason. Also, boom. I don't know why the U.S. didn't annex Haiti and the Dominican Republic, but that's their choice, but not mine. Obviously, all of Mexico. Because why not? This is almost an hour-long video. I cannot believe that. Yeah, the U.S. is looking huge. Alright. The Chileans, I guess I'll call them that. Oh, wait, that is what they're called. My bad. The French here. Let's get their borders now. Their new borders over here in South America. Yeah. Yeah, South America is looking weird now. Oh, wait. There we go. South America looks very divided and Chile is longer. So once I just wait until I do Chile's empire. Oh boy, they're gonna get very big very quickly. They'll be the longest nation in the world. Also, hold on, we'll just leave it. Boom, boom, boom. I'll make that smaller here in a second here. Boom. There we go. Boom. Why? What is this? Boom. Algeria's capital is here. Boom. Egypt, I'm pretty sure, is over here. This is so weird. DC. Right here, I think their capital is like right there. Pretty sure it's right here. Wait, no, that's no, I don't remember. Then of course we gotta do this. So first off, we'll start with the Western Saharans. Boom, boom. Wait, I guess I could just do boom, boom, boom. First we'll do the islands. Boom, 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 boom. This. And also, let's get this over here. Hold on a second here. Did I even give him that? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm surprised this video is going that long. Alright, let's do the mainland area of them. Of these guys. Of the Western era. What am I saying these guys for? I don't know. Alrighty. About not uploading Empire's video in so long. Just gotta focus on some other stuff. There. What is this? Algeria, you're up next. Almost said you're up. Like the consonant. That's hilarious. Not really. There we go. Now Spain. Now Spain didn't get as much land as possible as they could, but they did get some land. Sarandor doesn't exist on this map for some reason. Also France. You're next, bud. Surprised Germany can get involved in something for once. Okay. Now I gotta go all the way over here. God, now I have to do all these islands over here. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be like that. I can't really get the borders here. I think. Pretty sure it's also here. Pretty sure that's it too. I don't. This is so hard. I can't really tell anything right now. There's so much happening right now. I can barely tell what is what right now because of like all the stuff here. Pretty sure it's like right there. Like just right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for all this now. Just be focused. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're doing New Caledonia though, that's for sure. That's all we're doing. Sorry. The French really got lucky here. There. It's way better. Oh. Sorry about that. There's France. The Dutch over here, who's not really that big on this map. They are pretty big here. Yep, that's all of it. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, the Italians. Wait, no. There. Islands. Alright. Alright, Egypt, it's your turn now. I might do fixing the world borders video next. Like, when it's morning. Technically it is already morning, but early in the morning. Alright, US now. Oh boy, here we go. There's that one. Almost done here. And obviously all this, right? Don't want to forget all this. There. It's hard to tell what like about Hawaii. Oh god, Alaska, you're so annoying. Get rid of these islands. God, it's a mess here. God, I don't like the islands. Pretty sure there's more over here. We're not gonna focus on that right now. Now we just need to get this done with here. For now, let's just get this done now. Now let's do Alaska here. So the Aleutian Islands, which I'm pretty sure are right here. I'm not gonna focus more over here now. There's so much territory to go here. God, this video is so long now. This is a very long video for an empire. Considering how much provinces I had to color in. There we go. Almost done with the US. There. It's very good. Colombia's turn. Chile, you gotta stop, please. I cannot really tell what's going on. It's barely even possible to tell what's happening here. I really don't know what's happening anymore. Like, they're so thin right here. There, Chile is done with their weird, oh god, full border. There. Wait, there. Alright guys, there is that with the borders. And here it is without the borders. Oh god, it's so disgusting. Voila, clear all. Alright, so here is the flag of Romania. See? This is their flag. Look at Chad's. Look. Look. If I go here, do you see it? Do you see the darker? See? Darker and darker. I'm pretty sure the yellow is also a bit darker. And see? Look. Same blue. Same red. France and Chad just turned the white into a yellow. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.